Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Now for today I'm going to give you my tips on how to become a better any in pro clubs. Now for those of you who don't know what any is, basically it means in pro clubs you play as one player, right? When in any you get to control the rest of the team. So say if you've got 4 or 5 people on your team, you control basically everyone else that isn't controlled by a human. Now sometimes playing any can be quite difficult, but with a few little tricks that I'm going to give you today, it makes it much easier. And I've been playing any on pro clubs for the past like 4 or 5 years now. And I have been top 100 in the any leaderboards for the past 3 or 4 years. So I know a thing or two about it, I've understood the game, and I kind of understand how any works and what it's all about. So I want to share that information with you guys today, try and help some of you out. Or if you're not the any player in your team, share this video with someone who isn't any player for your team. Hopefully it'll help them out as well if they need it, kind of thing. But before we get into the tips, if I want to say thank you all for watching, thank you all for being here. The support you guys give this channel and his YouTube videos is insane. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, subscribe if you are new, all that kind of stuff, and a comment down below. Are you the any player in your team? Do you play with any in your team as well? Or do you guys play with the bots? Personally, I prefer playing with any. I feel like I need that control as any, so I'd like to have that, and it feels good personally, once you're used to it as well. But comment down below, let me know. Anyway, this video is going to be a bit different. Let me show you what's going on, right? We've basically got a past stream of mine, and we're going to go through, and we're going to show you guys how I work any. We're playing with a striker, a cam, a centre-back, and me as any striker. So for those of you who have no idea how any works in pro clubs, basically, if you have a striker build, for example, jump into any position, and the striker spot is open and free, your player will jump in striker as an AI, but you will be able to control him. And I can also control the centre mid, the left back, the goalkeeper, the centre backs, all that kind of stuff as well. But obviously the left striker, the cam, and the centre back are actual people, and I cannot control their pros. Just a quick rundown of how any works if anyone has no idea. But you can see we're playing with 4 of us, obviously including myself as the any. I've actually got a tactics board behind me. Let me show you real quick. Look at this, right? We've got a tactics board here. It's pretty great. And one major tip of playing pro clubs as any, try not to go in cam, because cam is quite a central role. And there's like a glitch in some formations, it used to be anyway, about playing as any in a cam, that your cam would play left back or right back and drift into weird positions, and he wouldn't actually be in the cam position. So try and, if you're going to play as any, avoid playing cam. Left attacker mid, right attacker mid, striker, centre mid, CDM is fine. But cam, I would definitely avoid that. But yeah, 5-2-1-2 is a great option for any. Another 5 in the back formation is the 5-2-2-1. Where you get the wingers. So yeah, just a few formations, few ideas out there for you guys. Obviously 5 at the back, I know it's kind of frowned upon in FIFA, and it just makes sense for you, for the number of players you have. You've got 4 or 5 people, there's no point having an extra man in midfield. Just have you and your mates, control the midfield, control the attack, nice and easy. So when you start getting more players on your team, it depends, I would change the formation again. I'd probably go to a 4-2-3-1. Alright, this is what I would do. A 4-2-3-1 is probably the best formation if you got 6 people, because that would allow you to control the whole midfield again. So you see what I'm trying to say? If you can control the midfield with the number of people you have, you're on a winner. So the whole idea here is to basically control the whole midfield, control the whole attack, and have the any control of the defending. So everyone else control the DMs, the attacker mids, the striker kind of thing, and the person playing as any will control their pro, probably outfield and attack. But when they need to do it, they can switch to a defender, and then defend, and then go again. But yeah, that was pretty fun whipping out the tactics board. You'd love to see it. There it is, getting some use. Happy days. Now I'll pause it here at the beginning, because you can basically see how the rest of the game is going to go down. I've picked this game in particular. Basically, it was our first game of the day, and I thought, let's just pick it. It was a good game, actually. There's no reason for it other than the fact that it has a few players, there's not many players, because sometimes we can play pro clubs and have 11 people, and there's no need for an any, really, is there? So, whereas in this game, you can see we've got small man or low man. And I feel like most people that play pro clubs are playing with like 3, 4, 5 people in their teams. And this is obviously with 4 of us, so it's quite a good example, in my opinion. So you can see straight away, let me get this little tool here, right? It's quite cool. You got 3 of us in attack, right? So you got that's me as the any striker. You got the cam and the striker. But these bots here, these guys, I try and keep them as least involved in the attack as possible. So a little tip for you guys is don't overcommit, in my opinion. Alright, so you can send a couple bots, maybe like the centre mid here, have him get like edge of the box, like basically the farthest I want this bot to go is this line. I want it no further than that. It's getting a bit messy on the screen, I'll clean it up a little bit, but you can see that line I drew, I don't want him going past that point. because of any counter attacks, of any loose balls, picking up second balls if they tackle us kind of thing, charging back and pressurizing again. I basically use him for that. If they go any further, then they're risking a counter attack, and I don't want that, because obviously in defense you want as many people defending as possible, just to get the numbers back and all that kind of stuff, and leave the attack to do the rest in attack and try and score a goal. But the 3 players in attack, the 2 strikers and the cam, we will float around. Some of us will switch to cam, cam to striker, striker to cam kind of thing, left to right. We're very fluid, and I could make a quick run over here, he could make a run down here, the ball could play around here kind of thing, and he could run in the middle. There's a big gap where I've taken it, dragged his defender away. You can kind of get the picture of the idea. Alright, let me show you this. This is me defending, right? You can see we get the ball back, pass it through the middle, pick the open pass, pretty standard stuff. And then my guy unfortunately runs offside. The AI runs in this game are so dumb. But there's a moment I want to show you in a second where they get the ball. And I press using RB. So basically, I don't know if it was in previous FIFAs, but on FIFA 22, if you hold RB or R1 as an any, or even in Ultimate Team as well, it's like a second man press. I'm pretty sure it was in previous FIFAs, but I wasn't using it as much. But on this year, it's kind of crazy. Let me show you as an example here, right? So here's me second man pressing right now. You can see I'm controlling this centre back here. Let me get the little pen, right? See, I'm controlling this guy. But you can see the little green arrow above there? That means you're second man pressing. And that means this bot, this AI, will push and press the ball here. See the balls there, the ball's going down here. I'm just going to watch this guy hit. See this attacker? He's mine. This guy's going nowhere. So I want to make sure I'm marking him at all times. But this bot here, I'm holding RB on the controller. You can see the controller here, right? I'm holding RT to sprint, holding RB to press. And the bot's going to press the ball. I'm going to mark with a defender. And I'll show you how the rest of the attack plays out. It basically plays up to perfection in my opinion. But you'll see, right? He runs out, the bot's pressing, forces him to move, and I just clear the ball away. Nice and easy. Kind of mess up there a little bit, get away with it. Right, I'll go through that one more time in full motion so you can see exactly how it goes down. With second man pressing, holding RB or R1. See, there you go. RB, R1 held. Mark the run. Easy peasy. That's one of my biggest tips in this whole video, is learn how to second man press. Learn how to mark a run. We'll have the right bot obviously push and press the person on the ball. It's an invaluable tactic once you knock it down and learn it. So I recommend trying that and learning it. Just trap it, tap RB, test it out, see why it works and all that kind of stuff. It's the biggest tip I can give you guys today, is second man pressing in pro clubs as an any, because honestly it's incredible. Right, now I'm going to show you a counter attack with. Here we go. We get the ball back really quick and we move. See, like I said about the 3 of us. The 3 of us in attack, the striker, the cam, and the other striker, myself. We just run through, we get through, get the penalty nice and easy, but you see how I'm only pushing with the 2 strikers and the cam. The rest of us are not involved. The other AIs, the other midfielders, they won't really push up too far, like I said, I don't want them to, so I won't control them. But we scored a penalty nice and easy, but again, we'll go back just a little bit. When it comes to counter attacks, you can see it here, right? I'm only using my striker, because I don't want these guys, the other bots, again, we'll mark them now. These yellow dots here, I don't want these guys to push up and help us and give us more numbers. I just want, because basically if we're quick right here, right, you can see we've got a 3v3. So we've got 3 of us here, right? If we're quick, we can get a 3v3. Obviously we've got these guys coming back, trying to get back as quick as they can. But these guys are irrelevant if we're quick about it. And as you can see, obviously how it folds out, we end up obviously getting a penalty. And as we're quick about it, we make it a 3v3. We run through, get the penalty. I got to see that. I wouldn't have slid there personally. I don't know why you've been sliding down there. But you know what I mean. It's nice and quick. Make sure your counter attacks are fluid. Make easy runs, easy passes to keep the attack flowing. And the rest will follow me. Right, here's another defensive play that I want to explain to you guys. Obviously, at this point, I couldn't RB press. I knew if I committed, I could get the ball here. So I did. We get the ball. But I want to emphasize playing out from the back. You want to make sure that you're giving yourself options. Let me try and scoot back a little bit here, right? Let me show you. So we get the ball back here. And there's a couple of options here. See this bot here. And these guys are marked. I can't really pass to this guy. Obviously he's marked. So I've got a couple of options. I can go back to the keeper here. Go back to the centre back here. Have this guy press me here, right? If he presses towards me, that leaves this guy free. And that's what I do eventually, right? So I have a couple of options. Instead of hoofing the ball forward and just launching it and clearing my lines, I want to emphasize the fact of passing out from the back. It is great when you can do it. And obviously sometimes you need to just kick it out, get rid of it and just like clear your lines. I understand that. but it's also nice to keep the ball flowing, and obviously it creates counter attacks when you keep the ball. So here we do. Just think it over his head, nice and easy. Play the next easy pass forward, and just keep it flowing, keep it moving. Here we go. Get a bit lucky with that pass. But now we're moving, you see what I mean? From playing out from the back, look how much space we've created, look how much ground we've gained. I mean, create an opportunity. Obviously, I didn't do very well with the shot there, but the ball's still alive, you know what I mean? We create an opportunity for passing from the back. And when passing from the back, you want to have the least risky option, because obviously risk and reward, you want to weigh it up really quick. And obviously, if you lose the ball, it's probably going to result maybe in conceding. But obviously, the gain from keeping the ball and passing out from the back can result in a counter-attack, which may lead to a goal. Now, I want to show you my tactics real quick. See, I go and put all the bots on stay back while attacking. I do all that. I didn't have a preset tactic set up before the game. It was a brand new club. But I've got a tactics video already made. If you want to check that out, I'll link it down in the description below. About pro clubs tactics, what I use and all this kind of stuff. And you can kind of see, like, just I go quick, obviously got like 30 seconds at half time. So I got a quick, like, select tactics of a few players. Just keep the centre mids central, like I said before in the other video. The fullbacks on stay back while attacking. I don't want them pushing up and leaving us exposed at the back. And because the fullbacks are staying back, they're covering the wings. I don't need the centre mids covering the wings. So they cover the centre nice and easy, which also allows easy passes back for our attack to pass back to the midfield to redistribute it kind of thing. So that's also very good for that. But yeah, just to show you guys that you can change your tactics at halftime, move things around, change a few things, and that's what I did here in this game. This is our second goal of the game. We already conceded a couple goals at this point. Again, it was a tough game, but a good example game to show you guys a few things. But again, like I said, attacking with the front three, realizing it's not going to work out, get a bit lucky with the rebound, keep the possession, play it easy, go and commit that player, get him out the way, move it along nice and quick, get lucky with the rebound, pass it first time shot, easy peasy. There's our goal. The centre mids are there for options. The defenders don't get too far forward unless they want to commit someone, get them out of the way in behind us, and then we get someone else open up to make a pass to. But yeah, a bit of a longer video this one, I know, but I want to get a lot of things out there for you guys on how to play any, what kind of tips and tricks I can give you, because like I said, I've been top 100 any for the past 3 or 4 years. Not to flex, not to float my own boat, but to show you guys that I've got some credentials, you know what I mean? I kind of know what I'm talking about a little bit. Not saying I'm the best, there are many people that are better FIFA than me, better Ennies than me, but I've got a bit of an understanding, and I've got some information and some tips that I want to share with you guys that may need it or looking for some ideas on how to get better at any. Here you go. But for those of you that made it all the way through the video, I want to thank you all for watching. Truly, I appreciate you. You're incredible. Have a good rest of your day or night. Take it easy. I hope to see you in the next video. And adios, amigos.